Not one, not two, but three California children near the prestigious Squaw Valley Resort. A community mourns the death of a newborn. The first, found wrapped in a blanket on an outdoor bench, umbilical cord still attached. Then came the second, and now the third. All three babies left abandoned out in the open, each 11 months apart, all according to DNA from the same mother. Tonight, we want answers.
It was about this big, stiff, frozen.
It was on the night of December 3rd, 2006, that a newborn baby girl was found in the back of this pickup truck in Maria Pena's driveway.
I never checked the pickup. I never did. I wish I would have.
The newborn, now named Angelita de Orisi, or Little Angel of Orisi, is the third child since February 2005 left in this neighborhood. Now DNA shows all three have the same mother.
I can understand her. I can't. I don't know why she would do something like that.
When the community did find these babies, they were very frustrated and hurt and confused as to why it kept happening, and it gives her something that's attached to this community.
I feel that she is very, very heartbroken. She must be feeling bad. I hope she finds a little peace in herself as her grandfather, and I thought I'd pay my respect.
Three children left abandoned out in the open. Now DNA results show they're all from the same mother, each 11 months apart. 1, 2, 3, the third died. One baby found swaddled in a blanket, its umbilical cord hanging from it out on a park bench. Why? Out to David Castellan with Visalia Times Delta. David, thank you for being with us. What happened?
Well, that night, the police get a call of that they found this baby in the pickup truck. A family was out just doing things that families do. A teenage boy went out to look for something in the pickup truck, and he found this baby swaddled in a sweat jacket. The authorities aren't completely sure how long the baby was there, but I'm told by Ms. Pena, who you interviewed, that she had seen this swaddling there in the truck maybe 3.5 hours prior to the baby being discovered, not realizing it was a baby. And so we don't know when the baby was put there. It was a very cold period in this area at the time. We had temperatures of the high of about 63 degrees down to about 28. The baby could have been left there in the morning. In the other two cases, the baby were left in the early morning. One person found the baby, the first baby. He was out throwing the trash like he would any other morning. He saw a pile of rags on a bench in front of his house, and he didn't think anything at first, and then he saw a little arm sticking out. Had he not noticed the arm, he might have gone about his business and left for the day.
To you, Melanie Streeper, investigative reporter. Two of the babies survived. The last one dead from exposure. Now DNA is linking all three to the same mother. I understand two of them to the same father?
Yeah, that's right. The older two, the boy and the girl, who I believe is a year old, they actually had the same father. This baby, Angelita, the one who died, actually had a different father.
Take a listen to this.
I never checked the pickup. I never did. Yeah. I wish I would have. I can understand her. I can't. I don't know why she would do something like that.
When the community did find these babies, they were very frustrated and hurt and confused as to why it kept happening, and it gives her something that's attached to this community.
Joining us right now, Sergeant Chris Douglas. Sergeant, thank you for being with us. Where exactly was the third baby found?
The third baby was found in the bed of a pickup truck at the corner of Sequoia Avenue and Road 124 in Orisi.
Let's go out to the lines. Terry in Arkansas. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Nancy. We love you and love your show.
Well, thank you, Terry in Arkansas. What's your question, dear?
My question is, if the authorities are able to apprehend the person or the persons responsible for the cause of this baby's death, can they be prosecuted?
Interesting.
Or shouldn't they be prosecuted?
Interesting. To you, Sergeant Chris Douglas, Have they determined who the mother is? Do they even have an idea? And are we sure all 3 babies are from the same mom?
With the DNA information that we received back, the percentage is so high, the verbiage they wanted us to use was extreme high probability they're all the same mother. As far as criminal charges, we're not going to know exactly what those could be until we find out the circumstances as to why those babies were left there. We don't know who's leaving them there. We don't know if somebody's taking them and leaving them there. We don't know those circumstances yet. Until we can find that out, then we'll be able to determine if charges should be placed.
If the mother is responsible, I mean, one of the children, if not all 3, still had the umbilical cord attached. If the mother had a role in this, can she face criminal charges?
That is one possibility. Again, we won't know that until we find out the circumstances.
Joining us now, Michael Morrissey with Baby Safe Haven in New England. Michael, it didn't have to be this way. This baby did not have to die. Do you know how many thousands of parents would love to take a newborn baby home and love it just like it was their own flesh and blood?
I know a few personally myself, and I'm not even counting, but this absolutely didn't have to happen. 47 states have safe haven laws. California's is, what, 6 years old? So any hospital in almost all counties, any police or fire station or combined safety building, this woman could have gone and handed the baby to a policeman, a fireman, or a nurse and walked away, and we would never have the problems that we have.
We're showing you pictures of babies saved through Baby Safe Havens all over this country. Look at these little angels. They were abandoned, but at a safe haven, and now they are thriving. What were her choices, Michael?
Well, she could have gone to a hospital in California in the first 72 hours and handed the baby to anybody in the hospital. Just get in the door. I always say put a hooded sweatshirt over your head so you don't have to be identified if you want. Just get the baby and give it to the hands of somebody that will take care of that child and make sure that it's safe. And then you can walk away.
Back to David Castellon with the Visalia Times-Delta. Question, have they determined how long the baby was alive before she died?
No, they're pretty sure that she was 12 to 24 hours old, but really, at least based on what the sheriff's office has told us, we don't really know for sure. One other thing I should note about the safe haven law is before this happened, the only designated places in our county to drop off a child was at the hospitals. But since then, almost all the fire stations in the county have been designated as safe haven drop-off places, which is about 30 stations.
Melanie Streeper, do police have any leads?
They do not, Nancy. They have no idea who the mom or the dad is in this particular case. You know, lots of suspicions from people who live there. They believe that this person could actually be from out of town because it is such a close-knit community.
The Tulare County Sheriff's Department wants to know who the children's mother is. The department is now offering a $5,000 reward to anyone with information.
There is at least one person who knows what's happening and the circumstances as to why it's happening this way.
Every 11 months, another newborn abandoned. Out to the lines, Lorraine in Massachusetts. Hi, Lorraine.
Hi, Nancy. I love you so much. Every night I watch you. Anyway.
Bless you. What's your question?
Yes. The question basically is, can they check the databases of all across the United States for the to check the
DNA?
Yeah.
Good question. I think DNA banks are really only there for offenders. So unless the mom has some type of a criminal history, we're not going to get it. To Dr. Jennifer Shue, are you surprised that babies could survive once temperature was 85 degrees?
That is surprising, Nancy, but babies are a lot tougher than you might think, and some babies can live a day or two or even a week or more as long as they're warm. So there are a few things that can go wrong. Being cold is one of them. That can cause your heart to stop. Not having breast milk or formula nutrition can also cause your blood sugar to drop and put you into seizures. If you're
so it's really
you can get dehydrated
a miracle
as well.
that the other two babies survived. Hey, she's probably pregnant right now. She's leaving a baby abandoned every 11 months.